After a marathon party room meeting, the Nationals are set to ditch its 2050 net zero emissions target. Let's get the latest from Trudy McIntosh in Parliament. Have we heard much from them yet? What's the latest?
Well, yeah, we'll show you this shot, JD. We are waiting for the Nationals leader, David cameras and formally lock in this position after what has been a lengthy party room meeting here on a Sunday in Canberra. The Nationals MPs were meeting to discuss its approach when it comes to climate targets going forward. We had been expecting this, that they will ditch the formal adoption of the net zero 2050 target. Instead, as David Littleproud had foreshadowed ahead of time, they still want to be seen as a party acting on climate change. That this is not just about ditching a target and having nothing else. We are expecting that the Nationals will lay out a separate pathway, one that David Littleproud said earlier would need to be in line with the amount of carbon emissions that Australia is making and not going above and beyond what we're seeing in terms of the actual reductions out of other bigger polluters than Australia. This has been one of these issues that has racked the coalitions for nearly a decade now in terms of the climate wars, but now the Nationals want to walk away from this net zero target. They had received a briefing in the party room meeting today from the Page Institute. They'd been conducting work in the wake of the election defeat into net zero, the cost of it and the analysis going forward. What does it mean in terms of land use in Australia? What is the cost in terms of job losses in heavy industry, for example? We'll get much more detail when we hear from David Littleproud in about 10 minutes or so. But have a listen to him this morning ahead of the meeting.
Well, if we do remove ourselves from net zero, we will have an alternative to continue to reduce emissions. We're about 1.5% of global emissions. We should peg ourselves. We shouldn't streak ahead, but we shouldn't be laggards. And so what you'll see is not a no, but what to. And I don't think the Nationals will ever be a protest party. What we want to do is be constructive and say there is a way to deal with climate change. We're not deniers. We believe in climate change, and there's a way through this that Australians can afford it.
And as the junior coalition partner, the Nationals walk away from the net zero target, there is now a big question for the Liberals to answer. They have been going through a parallel process here under the leader Susan Lee in terms of where the Liberals will land on net zero. And they're just not there yet. And there is big division inside the Liberal party room as to the best approach. City-based MPs, more moderate Liberals, don't want to see their party walk away from net zero entirely. They believe there's got to be some middle ground, a way to find a compromise here, but it's just unclear at the moment exactly what that would be and whether today's outcome out of the Nationals meeting is going to inevitably speed up what we see from the Liberals. We're going to see this all play out when Parliament returns here tomorrow. This was the Shadow Environment Minister, Angie Bell, a Liberal. She seems to say the party shouldn't be in a hurry to set its target.
But we're not in a hurry on this. This is a target for 2050, Andrew, and so we need to go through our proper processes to make sure that we're right on this.
This basically presents you with a dilemma, doesn't it? Because if their position is dump net zero and you don't adopt that and 20 of your MPs don't want that to occur, you are splitting as a coalition, aren't you?
Again, you're getting ahead of yourself because we need to go through our processes.
I'll leave the circus that's gone on within the coalition to them. What Australia knows is that it is in our national interest for there to be action to reduce our emissions and to act on climate change.
So not long to wait now, Janie. Around 10 minutes, we will get this formal announcement from the Nationals leader, David Littleproud, after what had been a pretty marathon meeting here in Parliament. I am told, though, that it was a unanimous decision in the room in the end in terms of where they landed on net zero.
All right, yes, we'll be standing by, as you said, 10 minutes' time. Thanks so much, Trudy.